Dr. ذاكر, we had Hamza from Malaysia asking about the splitting of the moon, and he wanted us to send a mission to the moon to find out. But how can we prove this?
As far as we know that there are few hundred miracles which are propheted in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, mentioned the Sahih Hadith, some in the Quran, and one mentioned the Quran, Shakul Qamar, the splitting of the moon. There have been researches done which do say that there are certain fissures in the moon which can be attributed to this miracle of the Prophet. As far as I am concerned, what I believe, that all the earlier prophets that came, Musa alayhi salam, Isa alayhi salam, that time was the time of miracles, was the time of Mu'jiza. Like Musa alayhi salam gave life to the dead. I mean, Isa alayhi salam gave life to the dead. He healed those born blind and lepers. Musa alayhi salam threw the stick, a staff, it became a snake. So that time was the age of miracles. Today is not the age of miracles. Then came the age of literature and poetry. And Quran is the best Arabic literature on the face of the earth. Today is the age of science and technology. What I prefer, that all these miracles, though they are mentioned in the Sahih Hadith, a Muslim never boasts of it. We are aware of it, we agree with it. What we boast is the miracle of the miracle, the ultimate miracle, that is the Quran. Because all the other miracles which were done by Musa alayhi salam, Isa alayhi salam, and the other prophets, you cannot go back in time to prove.
They're buried with them.
Yes, because Musa alayhi salam, he split the sea into two. But today we cannot go back in time to prove whether it happened or not. There can be signs, but we can't go back in time. Isa alayhi salam gave life to the dead. If I say that, give me proof. We can't go back 2000 years back and prove he gave life to the dead. Those were miracles that satisfied the people of that time. Because those were messengers which were meant for those people only. But Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was not a messenger only sent for people of that time. All the earlier messengers were sent only for those people and for that time. And the message was supposed to be followed in totality till a particular time period. But because Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was not sent only for the Muslims or the Arabs, he was sent for the whole of humanity. And his message was not only meant at that time, it was meant to be followed till eternity. Therefore Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him a miracle, the glorious Quran, which can be proved, which could be proved that time, can be proved today, and can be proved inshallah even in future. So I normally don't pay so much importance on this. Though I do agree in the miracles of the Prophet, but when I have tried to convince a non-Muslim, I don't use them. They may be as a last resort, or just as an ancillary thing. What is Quran? So I say, okay, let's analyze today if we put the test of science to the Quran. If we put the test of science to all the religious scriptures, all the religious scriptures fail the test except the Quran.
True.
So with the help of the Quran, for example, Big Bang I spoke earlier. Who could have mentioned that? You know, what we discovered recently. What I tell to an atheist, whenever atheist comes and says, I don't believe in God, I congratulate him. People say, why am I congratulating an atheist? The reason I'm congratulating him is because most of the other human beings, they are doing blind belief. He is a Christian because father is a Christian. He is a Hindu because father is Hindu. Many Muslims are Muslim because father is a Muslim. Now this atheist is thinking, you know, that, you know, he may be coming from a religious background. The reason I congratulate him because he has said the first part of the Islamic Shahada, La ilaha, that there is no God. The only thing I have to do is Allah.
So it's a half congratulation. It is not a full one.
Oh yes, congratulations, because half my job is done. To the other non-Muslim who believes in a false God, first I'll have to prove to him the God he's worshipping is wrong, and then prove to him what to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, half my job is done. So with the help of science, because today we believe that Quran is far superior to science, but because science is the yardstick of the unbeliever, the atheist, I'm using their yardstick and comparing with our yardstick, the Quran. And I prove that the Quran is far superior. So with the help of the latest technology what science has developed, trying to say that Quran is already mentioned 14 years back, that gives more authenticity to the Quran and proves it is an infallible book and the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So using the scientific modern knowledge about Big Bang, about geology, about geography, so I've written a book. And today, you know, we know the Quran has more than 6,000 verses, out of which more than 1,000 speak about science. So Quran is not a book of science, S-C-I-E-N-C-E, but it's a book of signs, S-I-G-N-S. It's a book of ayats.
True.
And out of 6,000 signs, more than 1,000 speak about science. So this way, mashallah, if you hear my talk on Quran, modern science,
very interesting.
We can prove to a non-Muslim the existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as well as Quran is the miracle of miracles. So what we boast is about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is the reason Allah says in Surah Ankabut chapter 29, verse 48, that we made the last and final messenger an ummi, so that the blabbers of vanity will not take an excuse that he wrote the book.
SubhanAllah.
Though even the most intelligent man cannot write the book.
And ummi means?
Unlettered.
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 Illiterate.
Illiterate.